Melania Trump has gone nuclear. She's threatening a $1 billion lawsuit against Hunter Biden, claiming he defamed her by saying Jeffrey Epstein introduced her to Donald Trump.
First Lady Melania Trump is putting Hunter Biden on $1 billion notice over what she claims are false and defamatory statements made about her. Attorneys for the First Lady demanding he retract the content and issue an apology or face legal action.
Hunter's response? 2 words. Fuck that.
So now we're here maybe to give you the platform to apologize to the First Lady for your statements that you made about her possible connection to Jeffrey Epstein.
Fuck that. That's not gonna happen.
And Donald Trump? He's proudly admitting, I told her to do it. I even let her use my lawyers.
Well, I said go forward. You know, I've done pretty well on these lawsuits lately, and I said go forward with it. Jeffrey Epstein had nothing to do with Melania. Yeah, I told her, let's go ahead and do it. I let her use my lawyers.
Right.
She was very upset about it.
This is about to explode. Hunter Biden's Epstein remarks trigger Melania's billion-dollar response. In a YouTube interview video on Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan, Hunter Biden made some comments about Melania Trump regarding Jeffrey Epstein.
You know, I mean, Epstein introduced Melania to Trump. The connections are like so wide and deep.
He added,
Okay, well, they knew each other well. They spent an enormous time together. According to his biographer, is that Jeffrey Epstein introduced Melania. That's how Melania and the First Lady and the President met.
Really?
Yeah.
Epstein made the intro.
Yeah, according to Michael Wolff.
Yeah.
And so I only can go by what people are saying, and I don't know.
Melania's attorney, Alejandro Brito, issued a cease and desist letter. It demanded that Hunter retract his comments or face a $1 billion defamation lawsuit. The letter calls Hunter's remarks false, defamatory, and extremely salacious. It gave him until August 7th to apologize or else.
First Lady Melania Trump is putting Hunter Biden on $1 billion notice over what she claims are false and defamatory statements made about her. Attorneys for the First Lady demanding he retract the content and issue an apology or face legal action.
This wasn't just a casual warning, it was a nuclear legal strike. Brito's letter flat out accuses Hunter of fabricating a scandal to smear Melania. The words are brutal, false, defamatory, disparaging, inflammatory, and extremely salacious. In legal terms, that's as aggressive as it gets. What makes it more dramatic is the number $1 billion. A lawsuit of that size sends one clear message. We're coming for blood. The Trumps are not treating this like some internet rumor. They're putting the full legal machine behind Melania. Hunter's refusal. But Hunter, he's not backing down. Hunter's reaction wasn't just defiance, it was mocking. On Callahan's show, when told about the billion-dollar threat, he smirked, leaned back, and shot out his infamous, fuck that.
And I've got a $1 billion document in my hands because Mrs. Trump is seeking $1 billion in damages if we don't take the video down and if Hunter here doesn't issue a formal apology to Mrs. Trump. So now we're here maybe to give you the platform to apologize to the First Lady for your statements that you made about her possible connection to Jeffrey Epstein.
Fuck that. That's not gonna happen.
Then he doubled down, calling Melania and Donald bullies, accusing them of weaponizing lawsuits as a way to silence critics.
Glaringly obvious that I think they're trying to use other things to distract. And I also think they're bullies, and they think that $1 billion is going to scare me, which is the fact of the matter is that if they'd like to go, I have this to say to them. If they want to sit down for a deposition and clarify the nature of the relationship between Jeffrey Epstein, if the President and the First Lady want to do that, and all of the known associates around them at the time of whatever time that they met, I'm more than happy to provide them the platform to be able to do it.
He went further, practically daring Melania's team. Depose me, put me under oath. That's either reckless bravado or a signal that Hunter thinks discovery would hurt the Trumps more than him. But one thing is clear, he's not scared. And that turns this fight into a spectacle. A former First Lady trying to silence the president's rival's son, and the rival's son throwing the middle finger right back. Trump's admission. And then came Donald Trump's twist. In a sit-down, he admitted it was his idea. I told her, go ahead, Trump said. He doubled down, insisting Epstein had no role in his relationship with Melania. Here's the shocker. Donald Trump isn't denying it. He's owning it. Trump said, I told her, go ahead. And not just that, he let her use his lawyers, effectively turning Melania's threat into a Trump family operation.
Just real quick on that, Melania, the First Lady, Melania Trump is suing Hunter Biden for $1 billion because he said that Jeffrey Epstein introduced you to each other, and she's suing Hunter for $1 billion. Is that the right thing to do?
Well, I said go forward. You know, I've done pretty well on these lawsuits lately, and I said go forward with it. Jeffrey Epstein had nothing to do with Melania and introducing. But they do that to demean. They make up stories. I mean,
Gotcha.
I can tell you exactly how it was, and it was another person, actually. I did meet through another person, but it wasn't Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, I told her, let's go ahead and do it. I let her use my lawyers.
Right.
She was very upset about it.
Then came his defense line. Epstein had nothing to do with how I met Melania. He insists their 1998 meeting was arranged by modeling agent Paolo Zampoli, not the disgraced financier. But this admission matters. It shows Trump is personally invested, not just standing by his wife, but orchestrating the counterattack. This means that this isn't just Melania versus Hunter. It's Trump versus Biden through their families. Bill Maher's roast, and already late-night comedians are circling. On HBO's Real Time, Bill Maher delivered a brutal joke. Melania says she's going to sue Hunter Biden. That's not the joke part. I really like this where she says she's going to sue him for $1 billion. If Hunter loses, it's going to be weird for him writing a woman a check because she's not a prostitute. The audience roared. Maher has just cracked the first punchline in what could become a comedy storm. Bill Maher smelled blood immediately. In real time, he turned the lawsuit into a gut punch one-liner, reducing billion-dollar drama into a prostitution gag. The audience erupted, and in that moment, the story left the courtroom and entered pop culture. And Maher won't be the last. Late-night comedians thrive on scandals like this, especially ones tied to sex, Epstein, and the Trump-Biden rivalry. One joke can shift how millions of viewers frame the whole case, not as a serious defamation battle, but as a running gag. For Melania, that's devastating. For Hunter, it's a lifeline, turning his avim that defiance into part of the comedy. Why this matters. This isn't just tabloid drama, it's about power, reputation, and history. Defamation laws are tough when you're a public figure. Hunter claims he was citing Michael Wolff's reporting and other media. Melania insists it's malicious lies. Both sides are staking their credibility and billions on this fight. Political fallout. And yes, there's already political fallout. Veteran strategist James Carville publicly apologized after repeating the Epstein-Melania rumor on his podcast. His episode was taken down after receiving legal threats. He said plainly, "I take back these statements and apologize." What happens next? So here's the play. Will Melania actually sue, or is this a high-stakes intimidation move? Will Hunter push for a deposition and flip the tables? And most importantly, what happens when Jimmy Kimmel or Seth Meyers take the stage? Remember, Kimmel is live nightly. Meyers too. Colbert's on hiatus, but the late-night knives are sharpening. This is just round one. The lawsuit threat is on the table, Hunter Biden isn't budging, and Donald Trump is cheering it on. Bill Maher has already taken his shot, and we're waiting on Kimmel and Meyers to follow. When they do, we'll be back with part 2. Subscribe now because this is going to get messy.